Sbi Clerk Syllabus and Exam Pattern 2022 for Prelims and Mains. The Sbi Clerk Syllabus for the Prelims and Mains examination is set by the conducting body. For any aspirant who is looking forward to the Sbi Clerk exam, she must have a thorough knowledge of the Sbi Clerical Syllabus and Exam Pattern. Solve the free online Sbi Clerk mock test series based on the latest Sbi Clerk Syllabus and Exam Pattern now. Sbi Clerk Previous Year Question Papers with Solutions, Online Bank Exam Quiz, Current Affairs, Static, GK. In this article, we shall discuss in detail about the Sbi Clerk Syllabus and Sbi Clerk Exam Pattern. The Sbi Clerk exam is one of the most reputed bank exams in the country. The Sbi Clerk exam is conducted every year to select suitable candidates for the Junior Associate's post. Candidates need to qualify both the Sbi Clerk Prelims and Mains exams to be eligible for this position. Successful candidates will be placed at the different branches spread across India. Candidates willing to apply for the post of Junior Assistant must start the preparation for the upcoming bank exams. The number of candidates appearing each year for the bank exam has multiplied over the last few years and the competition has widely increased. Table of Contents: 1. Sbi Clerk Syllabus and Exam Pattern. 2. Sbi Clerk Prelims Syllabus. 3. Sbi Clerk Mains Syllabus. 4. Sbi Clerk Exam Preparation and Booklist. The State Bank of India is the leading public sector bank in the country, and getting a job in SBI is every aspirant's wish. The Sbi Clerk Syllabus is the same as the syllabus for other private sector banks. However, the Sbi Clerk Syllabus is very comprehensive and exhaustive. Sbi Clerk Syllabus and Exam Pattern. The Sbi Clerk Exam Pattern comprises 2 stages: 1. Preliminary Exam. 2. Mains Exam. The Sbi Clerk Syllabus for both the stages is almost the same. An extra section of general awareness is added to the Sbi Clerk Syllabus for the Mains Exam. Given below is the Sbi Clerk Exam Pattern 2021 in detail. Sbi Clerk Exam Pattern. Sbi Clerk Exam. Subjects, number of questions, marks, duration. Sbi Clerk Exam, Preliminary Exam. Subjects, English Language. Number of questions, 30, marks, 30, duration, 20 minutes. Subjects, Quantitative Aptitude. Number of questions, 35, marks, 35, duration, 20 minutes. Subjects, Reasoning Ability. Number of questions, 35, marks, 35, duration, 20 minutes. Sbi Clerk Exam, Mains Examination. Subjects, English Language. Number of questions, 40, marks, 40, duration, 35 minutes. Subjects, Quantitative Aptitude. Number of questions, 50, marks, 50, duration, 45 minutes. Subjects, Reasoning Ability. Number of questions, 50, marks, 60, duration, 45 minutes. Subjects, General Awareness. Number of questions, 50, marks, 50, duration, 35 minutes. Sbi Clerk Prelims Syllabus. The Sbi Clerk Prelims Syllabus comprises 3 sections: 1. Quantitative Aptitude. 2. Reasoning Ability. 3. English Language. Given below is the section-wise Sbi Clerk Syllabus for Prelims exams. Sbi Clerk Syllabus. Quantitative Aptitude. Quantitative Aptitude is one of the toughest sections of the bank exam. In Quantitative Aptitude section, the numerical ability and accuracy of a candidate in mathematical calculations is scrutinized. The questions include topics from problems of arithmetic reasoning to purely numeric calculations, equations and algebra, percentage analysis, quantitative analysis and categorization. This section carries 35 marks with 35 questions. The sectional duration allotted to this section is 20 minutes, and there is a penalty of 0.25 marks for each wrong question attempted by the candidate. The Sbi Clerk Syllabus for the Quantitative Aptitude section is the maximum in comparison to the other 2 sections of the Sbi Clerk exam. Given below are the major topics of the Sbi Clerk Prelims Quantitative Syllabus for Sbi Clerk Prelims exam along with the expected number of questions from each section. Sbi Clerk Syllabus. Sbi Clerk Prelims Quantitative Syllabus. Expected number of questions. Equation and Algebra. Questions 3. Data Interpretation. Questions 15. Work and Time. Questions 2. Volume and Surface Area. Questions 3. Upstream and Downstream. Questions 1, 2. Time and Distance. Questions 2. Simplification. Questions 5. Certs and Indices. Questions 1, 2. Stock and Shares. Questions 1, 2. Simple Interest and Compound Interest. Questions 1, 2. Sequence and Series. Questions 5. Ratio and Proportion. Percentage. Questions 3. Profit and and loss, questions 2, probability, questions 5, permutation and combination, questions 5, averages, questions 2, partnership, questions 1, 2, number systems, questions 2, 3, mixtures and allegations, questions 1, 2, mensuration, cylinder, cone, sphere, questions 1, 2. Quantitative aptitude is the scoring section in which a candidate can score well if she is well prepared. The questions of quantitative aptitude are tougher in comparison to other topics. One needs to practice more questions on the quantitative aptitude to excel in this section and meet the requisite cutoff. However, candidates must solve regular mock tests, practice papers and previous year question papers to score well in the actual bank exam. The quantitative aptitude section is the most scoring section in the exam, and candidates must prepare themselves well for the Sbi Clerk Prelims quantitative syllabus to score well in the final exam. Sbi Clerk Syllabus, Reasoning Ability. The reasoning section of the Sbi Clerk exam is a paper which tests the knowledge of the candidates and their capability of solving the general ability problems with their intelligence. The reasoning ability section consists of 1. Logical reasoning, 2. Verbal and non-verbal reasoning. The reasoning section of Sbi Clerk Prelims exam is time-consuming. While preparing for the reasoning syllabus of Sbi Clerk exam, candidates should understand that a lot of practice is required to excel in this section. During the examination, they should be careful and attempt the easy and short questions first and then move on to the tough ones gradually. The table below gives the detailed Sbi Clerk Prelims reasoning syllabus along with the number of questions that can be expected in the final Sbi Clerk exam. Sbi Clerk Syllabus, Sbi Clerk Prelims Reasoning Syllabus, Expected Number of Questions, Puzzle, Questions 10, Seating Arrangement, Questions 5, 10, Blood Relations, Questions 2, Direction Test, Questions 2, 3, Syllogism, Questions 3, 4, Coding Decoding, Questions 1, 2, Input Output, Questions 0, 5, Order and Ranking, Questions 1, 2, Statement and Assumptions, Questions 2, 3, Inequalities, Questions 1, 2, Alphanumeric Series, Questions 2, 3, Data Sufficiency, Questions 1, 3. The reasoning section of Sbi Clerk Prelims exam is time-consuming. While preparing for the reasoning syllabus of Sbi Clerk exam, candidates should understand that a lot of practice is required to excel in this section. During the examination, they should be careful and attempt the easy and short questions first and then move on to the tough ones gradually. Sbi Clerk Syllabus, English Language. The Sbi Clerk Syllabus for the English Language section is not very vast, and candidates happen to make the maximum mistakes in the English section, so candidates must know that the English Language section can be the most scoring exam as there is no calculations or solutions required to answer questions in this section. The minimum number of questions are there for the English section in the Sbi Clerk exam. Candidates must prepare themselves well for this section of the exam. Given below is the table of detailed Sbi Clerk Prelims English syllabus with the expected number of question in the prelims exam. Sbi Clerk Syllabus, Sbi Clerk Prelims English Syllabus, Expected Number of Questions, Reading Comprehension, Questions 10, 15, Fill in the Blanks, Questions 5, 10, Synonyms and Antonyms, Questions 4, 5, Sentence Rearrangement, Questions 5, Sentence Correction, Questions 5, 10, Cloze Test, Questions 5, 7, Idioms and Phrases, Questions 1, 2, Vocabulary, Questions 1, 2. The above stated distribution of questions is based on the past few years of paper pattern. It is however suggested that candidates must pay equal attention in preparing every topic from the IBPS Clerk syllabuses. This shall increase the probability of scoring more in the exam. Sbi Clerk Mains Syllabus. The Sbi Clerk Mains is the second phase of the examination. The syllabus for mains is almost the same as the prelims examination. Only the general awareness section is included in the Sbi Clerk Mains syllabus. The marks scored in the Sbi Clerk Mains exam are the marks based on which the merit is calculated for the final selection of candidates. A detailed list of Sbi Clerk Mains syllabus is given below. Sbi Clerk Mains Syllabus, English Language, Quantitative Aptitude, Reasoning Ability, General Awareness, English Language, Reading Comprehension, Quantitative Aptitude, Data Interpretation, Reasoning Ability, Puzzle, General Awareness, Current Affairs, English Language, Synonyms and Antonyms, Quantitative Aptitude, Data Sufficiency, Reasoning Ability, Machine Input-Output, General Awareness, Static General Awareness, English Language, Sentence Rearrangement, Quantitative Aptitude, Profit and Loss, Reasoning Ability, vocabulary, syllogism, general awareness, banking and financial terms, English language, sentence correction, quantitative aptitude, mensuration, reasoning ability, direction test, general awareness, banking abbreviations, English language, fillers, quantitative aptitude, simple and compound interest, reasoning ability, blood relation, general awareness, banking awareness, English language, close test, quantitative aptitude, mixtures and allegations, reasoning ability, coding and decoding, general awareness, fiscal and monetary policy, English language, idioms and phrases, quantitative aptitude, permutation and combination, reasoning ability, statement and assumptions, general awareness, important government schemes, English language, vocabulary, quantitative aptitude, work, time and distance, reasoning ability, order and ranking, general awareness, awards and honors, English language, miscellaneous, quantitative aptitude, number series, reasoning ability, linear arrangement, general awareness, Indian Constitution. The latest SBI Clerk exam pattern has allowed a fixed amount of time to each section, and candidates must prepare themselves well accordingly. The SBI Clerk syllabus for mains exam is similar to the syllabus for the preliminary exam. Candidates must go through the SBI Clerk syllabus well before starting the preparation for the SBI Clerk mains exam. Candidates must make sure that they go through the entire SBI Clerk syllabus before starting their preparation, as this will help them sort out a preparation strategy easily. The general awareness section in the SBI Clerk mains exam includes questions related to the current and static general surroundings across the world. This can be the most scoring section in the mains exam, and candidates must pay special attention for the preparation of this section in the SBI Clerk syllabus. SBI Clerk exam preparation and Booklist. Candidates willing to appear for the SBI Clerk exam must prepare themselves well, as the competition for this bank exam is very high, and the number of aspirants for the exam increases each year. Candidates can follow the given tips to prepare well for the SBI Clerk bank exam. 1. Solve multiple mock tests and previous year question papers to know the level of the actual SBI Clerk exam. Candidates can get free SBI Clerk mock test series by Byju's at the linked article. 2. Since there is negative marking in the exam, and the SBI Clerk syllabus is very vast, candidates must note that they do not attempt questions they are not sure about answering. 3. Since the SBI Clerk exam is all about time management, candidates must practice more and try to attempt more questions within a shorter time duration. 4. Aspirants preparing for the SBI Clerk exam must schedule a timetable and dedicate equal time for the preparation of the sections in each bank exam. 5. Carefully go through the SBI Clerk syllabus and identify your strengths and weakness in the exam and accordingly prepare yourselves. 6. Candidates preparing for the SBI Clerk exam must regularly revise and practice diligently to qualify the SBI Clerk exam in the first attempt. Aspirants should also solve IBPS Clerk previous year question papers and analyze their performance. It shall also help the candidate understand the IBPS Clerk syllabus in detail and based on it analyze one's strengths and weaknesses in the exam. Aspirants can refer to the list of books given below for the upcoming SBI Clerk exam. SBI Clerk Syllabus Book List. Quantitative Aptitude Books 1. Quantitative Aptitude for Competitive Examinations by R.S. Agrawal 2. Shortcuts in Quantitative Aptitude for Competitive Exams by Disha Experts 3. Fast Track Objective Arithmetic by Arihant Publications 4. Quantitative Aptitude for Competitive Exams by Abhijit Guha. Reasoning Ability Books 1a. Modern Approach to Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning by R.S. Agrawal 2. Analytical Reasoning by M.K. Pandey 3. How to Prepare for Data Interpretation and Logical Reasoning by Arun Sharma 4. How to Prepare for Logical Reasoning by Arun Sharma. English Language Books 1. Objective General English by R.S. Agrawal 2. English Grammar and Composition by Wren and Martin. General Awareness Books 1. India Yearbook by Publications Department, Government of India 2. Banking Awareness by B.K. Raut and S.R. Behera 3. Daily Newspaper for Current Affairs. Preparing for the SBI Clerk exam takes a lot of hard work, patience and determination. You can refer to Byju's study materials, which are extensive in nature and help you to understand the core concepts easily. Frequently asked questions on SBI Clerk syllabus and exam pattern. Questions 1. What is the negative marking scheme in the SBI Clerk exam? Answer. There is a negative marking scheme that is followed by SBI for the clerical cadre examination. 25 marks are deducted for every wrongly answered question in the SBI Clerk exam for both prelims and mains level of examination. Questions 2. What is the salary for a junior assistant in clerk? Answer. The starting basic pay of an SBI clerk is Rs. 17,900. In a metro city, the total salary for an SBI clerk is around Rs. 25,000, inclusive of multiple allowances. Candidates can refer to the SBI clerk salary page for more details. Questions 3. Are there any fixed number of attempts for candidates appearing in the SBI clerk exam? Answer. No, there is no fixed number of attempts for the SBI clerk exam. However, there are restricted number of attempts for the SBI PO exam. Questions 4. Is there a probation period for SBI clerk? Answer. Yes, there is a probation period of 6 months for the newly appointed junior assistants. It may be extended based on the performance of the employee during the 6 months of probation. ऐसे और वीडियो देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब, लाइक और शेयर कीजिए।